Hey, what's going on, guys and gals? In this particular video, we're going to be talking about monitor settings. Okay, we have pre and post channel, and we have pre and post output. I'd like to give a big shout out to Brian Sellers and the Indigo Band down around the Florida way, jamming out here to a song called Hey Personality. It absolutely smoking hot. Okay. So what we're going to do is, the first thing I've done is I've got all my inputs set correctly. Now the second thing that I've done is I've come down and I've named my buses so I can easily see where they're at. So when I come down here and click on Daniel's P2, and that's what I'm using, the P2 from Behringer, and I come back up here. Okay, right now I've got it set probably about 15%. Once I go up to 25%, it's going to get probably about as loud as I would want it to be. Okay, regardless of the venue. Now, I'm not wearing custom molded earbuds, but I am wearing the earbuds that have the soft earpiece with them. They fit very, very well. They are very, very noise isolating. So we're going to get through. I don't want to really give my opinion till the very end on how I do these. I'm just going to show you what the process is. Okay. So, if we come over to sends, we're going to see right here over top of my mix bus, I have pre-fader and I have post-fader. What is the difference? Well, when I have this selected on pre-fader and I put these channels into my mix, okay, when I come back over, and I'm going to use the bass as an example, if I'm mixing front of house or anybody, and they raise this up to bring this more into the PA to front of house, it's not going to affect my in-ear monitors. Okay, it's not going to affect my in-ear mix. However, if we put this on post fader and I say okay, then any channel you move for front of house is going to affect your in-ear mix. Okay, so when I raise this up, I'm bringing that bass channel up louder in my in-ear mix. So what do? Well, this is a personal opinion, guys. Okay. So for me, when I do it, I try and have my board pretty well laid out and set how I want it for front of house. And then I'll go through and I'll make my in-ear mixes. Okay. A lot of things you can do on these buses once you get everything set. If you want to get into the EQing, the compression, adding effects, things of that nature, bringing in your FX sends, it's totally up to you. We're simply showing what the pre-fader and the post-fader is. Now, if we come up to routing, and I come down to bus number 9, right now it is post-fader. So I've got this set in my ear. I've got it at the level that I like it, okay? So if somebody comes down to the bus mix here and they raise this up, or right here at number 9, if they raise up okay, let's come over here and bring up some meters. And you'll see number 9 right here. When you raise this up, it brings that whole level up. Okay? Now, it's going to make it a little louder, but the first thing it's going to do is distort everything. Okay? And this is the thing. Depending on, you just never know what's going to happen. You have to go to the restroom. You've got to go check something out. It doesn't matter. Somebody else takes over and they raise this up. Okay? Then it's going to affect that bus. So, if we come back up to routing here and we come over to number 9 and we click this on pre-fader or pre-fader plus mute. Now that everything's set, we look at the meters the same way. It doesn't matter what you do to this bus fader. Okay? It just doesn't change. So people will say, well, how do you get the volume up and down the way that you want it then? Well, you do that when you first set up your mix. If you come over here and you start setting up these mixes, this is your initial volume level. So there's a couple ways you can do this too. Once you get them set, if you use an X32 edit, then you simply come back up to your routing and you can put this on one of these hotkeys down here. Okay, or actually it's, where are we at here? Library, monitor, assign, right here. You can actually assign. These are the buttons you see on the full desk, okay? Totally up to you. But when you do this, you can simply come up here after you're done and say, okay, I'm going to put it on pre-fader. Or I'm going to put it on post-fader. I like to set mine at pre-fader, okay? Everybody has their own way of doing it. Not a problem. You do it however you see fit. But this is the only bad thing about it. If you're not there, or somebody else comes in, or it doesn't matter what's going on, okay? They come over here and they grab this right here and they raise it up. You could actually damage somebody's hearing. If nothing else, you might get the next effect. Okay? I've seen it in churches and I've seen it in clubs. It happens. It happens more than it should. Okay? Because what you don't want to happen is what you're going to see coming up. Okay? Just so you know, we're going to be talking about the lead guitar player. And he'll be the one at bat. Take care. God bless. And we are out of here.